Hey guys, hi, welcome back once again. My name is Vaishali, and today I'd like to talk about spoiling our kids. The way we understand we spoil our kids. So many a times it's assumed, it's generalized, it's normalized that kids get spoiled, or the child gets spoiled, or the individual gets spoiled if everything is done for them. If everyone is catering to their whims and fancies, if they are not allowed to take their own actions for which they can be held accountable and responsible for, if we love them a little too much. Kids or children or little people or little individuals also get spoiled when there is permissive parenting involved. And so in a way, in my understanding, it's not then about the kid. It then is quite naturally about the parent who's completely and absolutely permissive. A parent who does not know how to communicate and negotiate boundaries. And I'm not talking about constructing walls here. Wherein there is no communication, no transparency, and no trust between the parent and the child. But I'm essentially talking about boundaries, wherein things can be communicated, wherein things can be seen, wherein things can be understood, and wherein some negotiable limitations can be put across, wherein one can agree to disagree with certain things, wherein every kind of feeling has a right to exist, both from the parents and the child's side, and yet every kind of behavior needs to be checked in, needs to be reflected upon, needs to be negotiated upon. Kids, children, little people, little individuals also get spoiled when we are not connected with them, when we do not pay attention to them, when we are not attuned to them as grown-ups. So then let's look at a practical example over here as to how that spoils a child, a little kid, a little individual, a little person. Well, how does any food or any work of art or anything in life get spoiled? It gets spoiled when we do not pay attention to it, when it's just pushed away to the side and it's rotting. So just like the food or just like the plant or even like our clothing, if not been attended to for a while, for a long while, if not been paid attention to for a long while because we've not been attuned to it, starts to spoil, starts to soil. Can it be any different for a human being? How can it not happen for a human being? We can also spoil the kid, the child, the little person, the little individual by somewhere telling it that it's special and not unique, by giving it a confusing message that special and unique are one and the same thing. And again, when we are talking about the uniqueness of that little person, we as grown-ups need to be specific with regards to their unique traits, so that they understand the nuances and the difference between those two things, between those two aspects, in a much better manner. We can spoil the child, the kid, the little individual, and the little person by not giving it what it needs, which is basic human connection, which is basic human attention, which is basic human attunement, but rather giving it everything possible that it may not need just to compensate for the loss of connection, for the loss of attunement, for the loss of connectivity. And in my understanding, those are the ways in which we spoil a child, in which we spoil a human being. So in a way, we are doing less of what is essential, what is vital, and probably doing excess of what is not necessarily needed, of what is not essentially vital. Let's try and think about all of those aspects, and I will see you once again the next week. Till then, stay tuned in. And guys, if you do like the contextual content of these videos, please do like, share, and subscribe.